Well, Show Tyler's back with my Wrestling Dumpsterfires video on nWo 2000. Sorry for the delay, but I was out for the road. I got two figures, another Rhea Ripley figure and another Roman Reigns Elite figure, which a lot of people are going to say, is Roman Reigns going to be in WECW? Soon. Next week, perhaps? Soon. But maybe next week, because next week it's Late Summer Mayhem, the not pay-per-view, it's a special event, really, because Revenge is the next pay-per-view I'm going to do. Pay-per-view I'm going to do in September, which is right here on YouTube, okay? Um, maybe he'll be the next member of The Rock's bloodline, and maybe Roman Reigns and The Rock will be co-leaders, and maybe split up, split their groups up like nWo Hollywood and nWo Wolfpack. Maybe. Who knows? But anyways, let's talk about this. So the original nWo was dead by the time we get to Road Wild 99, which quickly is got into just did that 2 days ago on my secondary channel. The show was decent. Like, I get a better rating than I gave the original review. I mean, like I said before, I'm trying to remaster the reviews. And you saw me with the Death of WCW book, where I talk about some instance behind the scenes, because WCW around the time was a really messed up state. But for some reason, the lesser known NWO members were still around until right after Road Wild, and the group basically fade away. Until we get to the near end of WCW in 99, which will mention Starrcade 99 by December. And I'm going to say this right now, I'm just going to cut down to 4 for Thursdays in December. Those are December to December 2006. Starrcade 99 are the only Starrcade 1999 are the only two I'm telling you right now. What's the other two? Wait until I do a community on my secondary channel's community tab, and I'll tell you what the other two will be. One is going to be a TNA pay-per-view, and the other is a WWE pay-per-view. Yeah, I know December to December is also a WWE pay-per-view, but it was a WWECW pay-per-view, okay? So, Starrcade 99, we're going to get into that. And follow it up with the following Nitro. That show is headlined by Bret Hart defending the WCW World Heavyweight Championship against Goldberg. I'm not going into full detail about what took place, but it's infamous for that super kick that ended Bret Hart's career. Allegedly. Because Bret Hart does not want to end grudges with somebody. And also they recreated the fucking Montreal Screwjob, and this led to the following night on Nitro where Bret Hart relinquished the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, and we get the rematch between Goldberg and Bret Hart where Kevin Nash and Scott Hall came in, and they both attacked Goldberg, and then Roddy Piper tries to shield Goldberg, but then the referee counted 1, 2, 3. I believe it was Billy Silverman. Counted the 1, 2, 3, and then a wild Slapnuts appears. This was right after Jeff Jarrett left the WWF for allegedly holding up Vince McMahon for money. I say allegedly because we all know that's not true at all. Because Vince McMahon doesn't like the whole end grudges either. He's never going to come back. We're not going to see him in the new 2K game in a few months from now. Which, again, I will pre-order it for my new PlayStation 5, which I got it 2 months ago. And you know already. Jarrett hit Roddy Piper with a guitar. That was like one of Roddy Piper's last appearances in WCW. We'll get to one of them in a moment. And he spray paints NWO in silver for some reason. Kevin Nash says, "The band is back together again," and this led to NWO 2000. They were gonna redo the Goldberg NWO storyline all over again because they botched it at the beginning of the year with the whole finger poke of doom. However, this led to... I'm going to briefly talk about the limo incident right here. All it led to, the limo incident with Goldberg and that. Cost him a few months, and this led to the storyline between Goldberg and the NWO 2000 to drop for the second fucking time. Again, I'll go into full details by my Starrcade 1999 review in December. So Goldberg is out. Sid Vicious took Goldberg's spot. It's kind of ironic. In 1996, I was not alive in 1996. I was not alive until 2 years later. Ultimate Warrior gets taken out because he wouldn't arrive at any more house shows. And Sid took Warrior's spot in that 6-man tag. Is it kind of fucking ironic? Funny coincidence. Which, that new Sid Elite, by the way, that Legends Sid Elite, it looks really good. Which is the black top, tights, someday, soon you'll see Sid in WECW also. But anyways, however, due to Bret Hart's concussions, and Jeff Jarrett getting concussed also, because his match with Chris Benoit was supposed to be a triple threat theater, aka a 3 Station of Hell match. But that Benoit was put in the world title match with Sid, and Kevin Nash, meanwhile, was feuding with Terry Funk. The late Terry Funk, by the way. It's been a year since we lost him and Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace to both of them. Kevin Nash fought Terry Funk in a hardcore match where he basically destroyed Terry Funk in that hardcore match to become the new commissioner of WCW, which, yes, Terry Funk was the fucking commissioner in WCW, which, thank God Kevin Nash won. Because, yeah. And, unfortunately, Sold Out 2000 was the end of the Radicals. Benoit, Malenko, Saturn, and Eddie Guerrero. Because they all flogged all the way to the WWF after this. Benoit did defeat Sid to win the WCW Championship, but then we all know what happened. When Benoit, he left after Sold Out, and the belt was vacated again, and Sid won his match against Ron or Dawn Harris, one of the two, but then it was a switcheroo, and then he got... If I have the book right here, I'll tell you what happened afterwards. But they didn't show it on TV until the Thunder right after this. But then Sid and Nash had their match on Nitro where he beat Sid. But then it was reversed on the following Thunder. Nash was the WCW Championship for what? That entire episode of Thunder. He lost it in a cage heat match, aka Hell in a Cell, but they can't use the name Hell in a Cell because that's a WWE name, where Sid defeats Nash by the crossface. The same way he lost at Sold Out. And then Sid fought Jeff Jarrett. It was supposed to be Sid Vicious versus Jeff Jarrett at Super Brawl 2000, but then it led to a 3-way between Scott Hall and this was Scott Hall's last WCW appearance at Super Brawl. Because of something. And this was also the last appearance of Roddy Piper. Because he came out with a referee shirt. He stopped crooked referee Slick Johnson. And yeah. This whole thing continued between Jeff Jarrett and Sid at Uncensored. The match that was supposed to be at Super Brawl. And is it just me or Sid Vicious and Jeff Jarrett do not have chemistry whatsoever? Their match at Uncensored was bad. Mostly that entire fucking period. That infinite period where the Yappa Pie Indian strap match, Jack. Oh, Jesus Christ, Hogan. And Jarrett lost to Sid, thanks to the exact same man, Hulk Hogan. And afterwards, Scott Steiner attacked Jeff Jarrett. He attacked Jeff Jarrett, that would be funny, but no, he attacked Hulk Hogan with a guitar. And the whole nWo 2000 ended on the final Nitro. Or not the final Nitro. The final Nitro before Spring Stampede, I meant to say. Not the final Nitro ever. No. That was in 2001. This is 2000. Where they led to the New Blood versus Millionaires Club. I already mentioned it last year. Ugh. This whole thing was a fucking curse. It was supposed to resurrect WCW, but then it went downhill for the company afterwards. So tomorrow we're going to Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2 review, and I'll tell you what the next game review will be by September. And then Tuesday will be another wrestling Dumpsterfires video. What's that going to be? Well, I already did New Blood versus Millionaires Club last year. I think it might be... I'm leaning towards... I'm thinking about something else bad. Well, you're going to wait till find out what it is, really. Because I won't tell you yet. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel right here, and click the notification bell, as well as my secondary channel, Taos Retro Review, so you will see on Thursday, to celebrate Triple H's 25th anniversary of his first WWF title win on Raw, and also the Kiss Demon performance that gave you the Kiss Demon Raw and Nitro from August 23rd, 1999. Yes, I'm doing it on the Thursday, the day before, but fuck it. Goodbye.